How you doing, folks? Welcome to the GM's Alcove. Got a little painting update, project update. This is the Wurttemberg Light Dragoons. These are commission, and they're just completed. And they're all 15 mil. Old Glory, the bigger 15 mils. Detail is fantastic on these models, and made painting much easier and more impressive at the end. So the bases are done, the uniforms are done, and so on and so forth. Let's take a look. All right, there is the second regiment. There was only 2 regiments of these guys, and this is both of them. Now, I didn't go overboard with the details on the uniforms and the models, and there was some hurdles I did have to try and overcome, which I think I did successfully. But they look pretty good. And yeah, this is the second regiment, and here we have the flag. This is a hand-painted flag, and it's quite a little tricky there. 2 different designs on each side. I could have went a step further and added a little bit more highlighting on the flags. I could have also snipped the edges, give it a more fringy appearance. I didn't do that. This is 15 mil. You don't want to go overboard on the details. But yeah, these are hand-done flags, hand-drawn. Printer ran out of ink, basically. But yeah. And I think they look pretty good. They came out very good. And one of the hiccups I had with these figures was the cross belts. There was on, not these guys. These guys are actually right. This is the officer, and this is the musician, of course. One of the issues that I had was the front. On the cross belts, there was like an extra cross belt on the front of the model, which was not continued on the back of the model. And I basically had to ignore that front showing cross belt and paint over top of it. You can kind of see it in there. But it's not too noticeable. And yeah, I think the end result was fantastic. Of course, the basing, I highlighted the grass there, got a little bit of flowers going on, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is the second regiment. Then we've got the first regiment. I like this one the best. It's that yellow that I used on here. I used the same technique throughout both regiments for the yellow, and it was to use scarlet, which is kind of an orange-red, as the undercoat to any part that was yellow. Like, for instance, the sashes on these guys. And, of course, the musician's coat. And then went over top of that with some old Citadel sunburst yellow. And the result was quite good, I think. There's the officer and the musician. You can see his little trumpet there. Red chords. And I got into this project not knowing anything about Wurtembergers, the Wurttemberg cavalry. And as with all my projects, and one of the reasons I enjoy them so much is I get to learn so much about these units, be they obscure or not. This came out pretty good there. You could see the hand-drawn flags, 2 different designs on both sides. It's basically just paper cut to the right size, folded, white glue in the middle to hold it together and harden it up, super glue on the pole to hold it in place, and yeah, I'll probably give that another coat of sealer of some sort. I mean, even down watered down white glue over top of the flag and on the helmets and swords, just to give them a little sturdiness. I'm all out of sealer at the moment. I did advise the client to give him a good once-over with a proper sealer. I didn't use any ink washes on these models. That's new for me. I usually like to use a strong tone ink wash from an army painter. I didn't in this case, and I'm glad I didn't. I think it actually sped up the process. What I did do is paint on some extra highlights and base coats and medium coats in between. I did do that in old style. I used to do that a lot. Looks like we need a little touch up there. I did wash the horses, however. They were given an ink wash. I'm not too fancy on the horses. I could go a step further on them. But like I said, this is 15 mil. I got to get these guys done. You've got to know when to say enough, especially on 15 mil. Quality figures like this or AB miniatures, you just want to keep going and painting on those details. And especially with commission type painting, you got to know when to stop. So I think I went far enough on these guys, and they look fantastic. They will do the do, as far as I'm concerned. So there they are, folks. That is the 1st and 2nd Regiments of Wurttemberg Light Dragoons, Chevauxleger, or Leger, however that's pronounced. And I think they came out pretty good. So, folks, let me know what you think. Do you like this little painting project I did? What do you think of the Old Glory 15s? Look at that. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks. As always, if you want commission, I do commission painting as well as paint to sell. Check out the links in the description below, and you can check it all out. I am on Facebook, Forge, Friends of the Forge. I have a group there. I post all my projects and commissions and all that stuff. But anyway, folks, there you go. That's the 1st and 2nd Regiments, Wurttemberg Light Dragoons, all set to go. Hope you enjoyed. As always, folks, you guys hang in there. It's only going to get better. Take care, folks.